Right, guys, we have just made it to Bath City, to the apartment I'm going to be staying at for a couple of days. And look at this. Hey?
The size of it.
Look at this. This is beautiful. Let's have a little tour. So this is the front room. Absolutely massive. Massive front room. Look at the ceilings. Chandeliers on the ceilings. And these beautiful bay windows, these huge windows. Look at that. Yeah. We've got a lovely kitchen area. Yeah, beautiful kitchen area. Again, massive windows. Absolutely huge windows there. And then this is definitely big enough for me to practice. You know what I mean? Then let's go into the bedroom. Huh? Look at this. Sofa in the bedroom. Oh yes. Oh yes. Hey, what do you reckon? Huh? Again, massive windows in this property and ceilings. We've got another beautiful little light feature there. And yeah, so here we are. So yeah, the competition kicks off tomorrow. It's 9 o'clock at night now, time to settle down. I'm gonna have a little coffee, chill out, relax, watch a movie. And then we're up tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing some practice in the front room. We can film the practice. And yeah, and then we're getting on it. We're gonna go try and grab that medal. But for now, we're just gonna chill in this beautiful luxury apartment. What a beautiful apartment to stay in, eh? The life of a martial artist. It's not bad, is it, eh? It's not bad. So, time to get some practice in. I want to make it as realistic as possible. So I'm pretending that I'm sat at the edge of the mat. They have certain rules that you have to do, like bow before going on the mat. If you don't do this sort of stuff, you can be marked down. You've got to have your stance properly, bow at the right times, just show etiquette and politeness. So here we go, practicing the old kick routine. It's great that we had so much space to do this, because I was really getting worried that I wasn't going to be able to practice some of the kicks that I needed. That back kick, looking back, I reckon should have been a jumping back kick, but there we go. Not a bad little routine. Look, bow, don't turn your back on the judges, walk back, sit down, and do it again. I was a bit worried about my tornado kick. So this is the kick that I practiced most. I wasn't quite getting the balance right. I was trying to go for power, but the more power, the more sloppy it looked. So then I was just trying to find what kind of spin, what kind of ratio to go at, what kind of speed to go into the spin at, to make sure I could get a straight leg and a good kick. But that was right in the middle of my routine, the tornado kick. So if I messed that up, it would have shown. So yeah. That was the one kick I was worried about, so I just practiced that a few times, just trying to get ready for the competition. At this point, we had about an hour before we had to leave, so nerves were building, and just wanted to be as crisp as possible. Right, that's the practice done. We've had the shower. Time to shoot off to the event and go get some golds. Fingers crossed. We're here at Bath University. Let's get this show on the road. We have arrived at Bath City University for the MF International Championships. This is my third championship now, and I have not seen one this packed. It is ram jammed up in here. This looks exciting. Now it's time for our guests, the Australians and the New Zealanders, to put on this little show here with Deadpool, this little funky dance, before the martial arts competition begins. So first it's time for the Mighty Mats and the juniors to do their hand drills, their kickboxing routines and their 10 kick combos or 7 kick combos, whatever, or 15 kick combos depending on what belt they're on. So we're just going to watch some routines here. This is a black belt here going through one of the harder routines that we have to learn. And here's another black belt in leadership uniform. Beautiful movement there, beautiful bit of routine there for us to watch. Okay, time for my 10 kick combo routine. We start with the front kick, 2 side kick into the crescent kick, the tornado kick, little stumble to the back kick, another inside crescent to roundhouse, jumping front kick, and we're coming down with the old slice kick there, bit of a hook kick at the end. But the back kick I feel should have been a jumping back kick. I was supposed to have that in my routine, but I just wanted to get clean kicks rather than trying to go for super impressive. But the next tornado kick, much better, much cleaner, really great. Felt really confident at this point, took an extra step in that bit, but finished strong. I felt, definitely felt I was in for a medal. But you can see the size of the groups there, massive groups that we were in. Now it's time for my hand drill. This hand drill I learnt 30 seconds before walking onto the mat. I'd actually learnt the wrong hand drill for the belt underneath me and didn't realise that I needed the new hand drill, which I hadn't been taught yet. So one of the other competitors' parents came running down from the stage, showed me the hand drill 30 seconds before going on, and this was the result. Not bad, seems as I had 30 seconds practiced, I think. Now it's time for what I felt was my strongest event, remembering always to bow to the judges, take a back garden stance. Here we go, powerful, round to K block, back in, another K block, a little bit close to the judges, nearly kicked that judge in the face there. Way! But yeah, you can see she's telling me start further back, start further back. She doesn't want to boot. Nice and powerful, block to kick. Then we come round with the K block, another kick, back to K block. Beautiful job there. So I managed to get a medal, but what colour will it be?
In second place is Aniki Kini. And in first place of international champion is Katie Brent.
Right guys, the day is nearly over, the competition is done. It's been one hell of a day. I'm going to talk about the results in a second, but first, time to get the calories back in. You know, as you can see, dinner of champions. Whew. This is quite possibly my favourite part of any competition. Sitting back after putting the effort in with a medal, enjoying a takeaway with my beautiful wife in a new part of the country. Life couldn't be sweeter right now. Right guys, I am back home after an amazing international championships. Out of all of the championships I've been to so far, this one was by far the hardest to medal in. But we're coming back with a bronze. I wanted the gold. I really wanted the gold to get that hat trick. Like I said before in my other videos, I've got a gold in the British Championships. I've got gold and 2 silvers in the Southwest Championships. And so I really wanted to get the gold in the internationals, but we ended up getting the bronze, and these were just such cool medals. I just really wanted a medal. I was in 3 categories, which you saw. So to get this, look at this beautiful medal. It really reminds me of the BKFC logo that they have. I don't know if you're into bare knuckle fighting or whatever, but Yeah, this is it. Let's get a close up. The MF International Championships 2025. So the next ones, and of course, let's not forget, actually, quickly, the participation medal this year was also really cool. They had it cut out in the MF design and then had competitor put all the way around it. It was a really, really cool competitors medal this year that everyone gets, whether you win or lose your categories. Everyone gets to go home with a competitors medal. And they say it's the most important medal because this is the one you get for turning up, giving it a go, putting in the effort, and it ain't easy. There was 3,000 competitors this time. It's the biggest, busiest one I've seen. Some groups of the children had 25, 30 competitors trying to go for bronze, silver and gold just in one category. So some of these kids were up against 60, 70 separate competitors throughout the course of the day. I was up myself against 40, 50. I had 12, 13 people in my categories, and I remember sitting on the mats waiting for my go and waiting for the people after me and thinking, this is taking it. There's loads of us. I was looking up and down thinking there's loads of us. So yeah, I wanted the gold, but I'm really, really, really happy with the bronze. And it was just a really great day, as you saw. I did want to get a bit more footage of the fighting and stuff, but because it was so busy, all of the fighting, all the sparring ran over by a few hours. It got really late. I had never seen Bath City before, so I wanted to get back, chill out, get some dinner and just relax and see a bit of the place before heading home. But next time, I think it's Easter, around March, right, we've got the Southwest Championships again, the one I got 3 medals in. I'm actually going to be in 4 categories this time because I've got all of the fighting gear. I've got my helmet, I've got my gloves, my shin pads, my boots, and we're going for it. We're going in for the sparring this time. The guy who's won it twice in a row now, gold medalist, I call him DJ because he's got a really long exotic name that I always struggle to remember, but he's cool with me calling him DJ. So DJ, he actually trains in my class and he's got the gold medal in the fighting. Two championships in a row. The guy's 6'2", 6'3". He's probably got 3-4 stone of weight on me. So if I end up with this guy, you know, the tactics are going to be, well, we'll talk about them at a time. But yeah, I think that's great. I think the gold medalist in the fighting is actually in my class, so I get to spar against them. I get to learn their moves, see what they're good at, see what they're not good at. So I've got a little bit of an advantage, but at the same time, they've got an advantage on me. They know my weak points, my good points. So yeah, we're going in for the fight in the next championships. We've got all the gear now. We've got the mouth guard. You've got to wear the bits and bobs. Is it the jock strap? Is it the jock strap you got to wear? You got the jock strap, the big hard bit in the front to protect your special nuggets there. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. You come along. I know this is a spiritual channel, and we're here to help people to remember who they really are, but part of putting ourselves outside of our comfort zone, and especially martial arts, for years and years there's been something spiritually intertwined with the martial arts. There's something about the dedication, the fear, the overcoming, the finding the weaknesses, the making the weaknesses stronger. There's something that replicates kind of what our souls are doing down here. They're kind of like in a big military camp down here on earth, going through it to become stronger and healthier. So I always find the connection between spirituality and sort of like the fight game, the martial arts, whether it be boxing, bare knuckle, kickboxing, K1, whether it be karate, kempo, kung fu, jiu-jitsu, judo, whatever your Muay Thai. I mean, we could sit here and just keep going, couldn't we? But whatever your, you know, and you might not be into martial arts, and that's okay. It might just fascinate you, you know, because there's an art and there's a beauty to it. Especially in the martial arts, there's definitely an artistic kind of forum for the control and the straightness and the angle and the flow of the routine. So it's just a beautiful sport to be involved in. I'm a skateboarder at heart. I've done martial arts when I was younger. Dropped out for skateboarding and just lived a great life skating for over 20 years. Skateboard, absolutely a passion of mine to this day. But picking up the martial arts again, I'm on brown belt now. Go for black belt over the next, I think about another 4 or 5 years. Another 5 years. and it'll be black belt a few belts away. But once you get to panel grading, the gradings go from every 3-4 months to once a year. So that's why it starts to take a long time. Once you get up to, in our school, you get up to red stripe, then you go for a deputy black. I've never heard of deputy black before, but in our school we have to get a deputy black belt before we get our black belt. There's 3 panel gradings to get to the black belt. Each one of them take a year to wait for your panel grade, and you have to travel up country for them. So that's 3 years just on your last 3 belts. So we're roughly 4 or 5 years away. But within that time, there's going to be many, many more championships. Hopefully, many, many more medals to be won. So if you want to come along for the journey, if you want to be a soul experiencer and enjoy the experiences of all the souls on this channel, because everyone loves to comment, everyone loves to share, and we have a great, beautiful community growing all the time on this channel. So if you want to become a part of it, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. You don't even have to like the video, but hit the subscribe button, because there might be a video that you like in the future. So till next time, please look after those around you. Love your pets, love your brothers, your sisters, your dads and your mothers, your uncles, your aunties, and all those in between. Don't forget your cousins. But most of all, beautiful souls, don't forget to love yourselves. Because if we don't love ourselves, then we can't give those around us the love that they truly deserve. And then we can't receive the love that we all truly deserve. And that would just be a crying shame, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? So don't forget to love yourselves. It's possibly one of the hardest things that we can do down here on planet Earth, is to truly give ourselves the time and the blessing to chase those dreams. I never ever could have imagined just a few years ago that I'd be standing up on stage in front of thousands of people performing in martial arts, something that I am pretty new to, only been doing for the past few years. So really and truly, it was stepping outside the comfort zone. But with the evolution of the soul, we are going to find the evolution of the human being. The two things are beautifully and spiritually connected. So when we grow in one area of our life, we can see that there is growth in all areas of our life. The same way that when we mess up in one area, everything can seem to crumble sometimes. So we're all on our path of evolution. There is no such thing as a mistake, only experience. So let's keep experiencing, let's keep loving yourself, and keep enjoying your soul experience. I will see you soon. I love you all, guys. Take care. And goodbye for now.